Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome aboard the cosmic journey that is the Spirituality with Ashley podcast. I'm your guide, Ashley, and together we're diving deep into the mystical realms of metaphysics and spirituality, unlocking the wisdom and insights that light up our path of self-discovery and growth. If you enjoy this podcast, you can find more of this vibe at ashleybrickhouse.com. Swing by for readings, drop a review, peek into my blog, or shoot me a message through the contact form. Oh, and don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. Trust me, it's your golden ticket to freebies, first dibs on special offers, upcoming webinars, discounts on services, and the freshest scoop on what's coming next. Plus, you get 10% off of any service just for signing up. You can connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify for even more cosmic goodness. And hey, if this podcast is sparking joy in your universe, why not sprinkle some stardust our way with a 5-star rating? Spread the love by sharing it with friends and family who are ready to embark on this magical journey. Oh, and here's a little secret. I absolutely freaking love hearing from you. So check the show notes for a special link where you can drop me a voice message. Your words seriously light up my universe. So grab your cosmic compass and let's navigate this adventure together. Welcome to Spirituality with Ashley, where the universe speaks and we listen with open hearts. Let's dive in. Okay, it's time, guys. It's the long-awaited, I say that, I think it's been like 2 weeks, maybe. Hey, 2 weeks can seem like a really long time when you're waiting for something that you're excited about. So the long-awaited actual recording of the session where I trance-channeled the Seven. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you have never heard of the Seven, I encourage you to go back and listen to the last 2 episodes, episode 14, Galactic Connections, and episode 15, My Experience Trance-Channeling the Seven, Part 1. This is Part 2. In Part 1, I talked about the preparation and experience of being a trance channel or being a direct channel, where I embody the energy of the Seven, my galactic soul group. And in this episode, I'm actually sharing the recorded session where Golden V is asking the Seven questions, and I'm completely under and not consciously participating, and it's just the Seven speaking through me. So it's a really interesting episode. V asked some amazing universal knowledge kind of questions. She asked questions about time travel, about what we can do to move forward through this time, what we can expect from like things that are going to be happening in the future. She asked questions specifically about the Seven to learn more about them. So it's a really interesting episode. So go ahead, grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and without further ado, let's go meet the Seven. We're ready.
Okay, my first question is there anything we humans as a society should be doing, or is there anything we can be doing to improve this world? Or what should we do to improve this world as a collective society?
We understand. Love, compassion, no fear. Stop trying to control. Just be. You move throughout the world trying to control outcomes, trying to control each other. This is not the way. You are meant to be together, to work together, to love together, Communities are important, not structures or systems. The societies are structured in a way that is not helpful for your advancement as a civilization. Work together, embody who you truly are. Find the light within you and express that with each other and to each other and to yourselves. You have it within you. You're getting there. Progress feels slow. That's not true. It's your perception of time. You're getting there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys answering that. Um, is is there any aliens or hybrids currently on
Yes.
Earth?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Another question. Do you guys ever change into solids or liquids? What form do you all prefer to take?
Light. We prefer light.
Oh, so cool. Where do you guys come from, or where do you live?
We come from the all that is. We live everywhere.
Do you all have a ship?
No.
Oh, wow, so cool. Is there any particular subject matter that you all enjoy teaching, or would you consider your collective teaching? Do you guys teach, or what is it that you guys do in your, I guess, in human time, we say, what do we do in our spare time to help others, or what do you guys do, or is it completely different than how I see it as a human?
We observe. We record. We learn. We perform analysis for creation. We do not teach. We don't need to. You teach yourselves. We observe. We don't participate. We observe.
Would you, what can people do to connect more with the one that all is, where you guys live and dwell with the one that all is? What can people do, or human beings, to connect more with that energy?
Silence. Being. Stop doing. You're always doing and trying. Just be. If you can be in the stillness, you can connect effortlessly. It takes little effort, little energy to go within, to allow yourself to be. Silence, quiet, Allow your thinking to stop and just observe. Observe how you feel. Observe the sensations moving throughout your physical body. Observe what flows through your mind without attachment. Just observe.
Do you guys participate in reincarnation?
Yes.
Have any of you all been a human being before? Or what other, actually, yes, I'll start with that. Have you ever been a human being before?
3. Only 3.
And how many of you guys are there exactly?
6.
And the vessel you're speaking through would be considered the seventh?
Yes.
Okay. And have you, is there any other alien races that are currently, that you currently interact with or that
Yes.
of that comes to Earth and helps us or maybe not help us? I don't know how that goes.
Yes. We work with many groups. Many groups work with you. There are many beings among the population on Earth. Some are for helping, some are for advancement. Some are for service to self. We work with beings who are of service to others, who are also interested in helping, in expanding consciousness, in understanding life, understanding the evolution of the population of Earth. We work with many groups. You call them collectives. Many call them collectives. They're from all places in your star system. You know some as grays. You know some as Beta Centaurians.
Do
Hygatans. There are many groups.
I have another question. Do you all within actually let me rephrase this. Um, with the group that you're currently in, of it's seven of you all, would you consider your group a hive mind? Are you guys a hive mind collective?
Your perspective of hive mind is not an accurate representation of the movement of our consciousness together. We have individual thoughts. We can act individually. We choose to share the same frequency of thought for cohesion. It is simply consciousness.
I love that. I did not, that would make more sense. There's a theory on Earth that, and it's what I've read before, that some collectives, or what we consider a hive mind down here, means that there's not a lot of individuality, but it seems cool that you all have a shared agreement on it, kind of like we're sharing the
Yeah.
energy, and it's not like it's loss of control or loss of individuality. That is really unique. That is very, very cool in a human way. I have another question. Do you all have what's called soul lessons or soul contracts? Do you guys experience that or have to go through any kind of lessons like we do on Earth as humans?
Yes, we are always learning. Life is always changing from one form to another. Energy always moves, always changes. We are constantly evolving from one point to another point to another point. The lessons we learn are different from the lessons that you are learning on Earth, but we also learn lessons.
Do you guys see any major changes to the human society in the upcoming 20 years?
Yes, huge changes.
Is there anything we should be preparing for, or anything that we should be doing differently maybe to change an outcome? Or I guess that goes back to what you're saying about controlling outcomes, but is there anything, just throwing it out there?
We are checking. AI will become prevalent. There is a possibility that you will lose your ability to choose the outcome you want. But there are multiple timelines available for you. There are many who will choose the earth they would like to live on, and those will always have a choice. You always have a choice. Those who don't choose will feel as though they had no choice. And they will not enjoy the outcome. But that is a small population. For most of you, will choose your highest timelines. And you will choose to be sovereign beings without dependence on technology for life. It will be arduous. It will be difficult. Not difficult physically, difficult emotionally, consciously. We're searching for the words to explain in a way that your current level of consciousness will understand. The gloom and doom perspective, some refer to, is not a likely outcome. Whatever is created will be created by you, and that will be the world that you live in. You are creating together, and you are creating individually. The frequencies of those creations will group together, So those who are creating for the higher good of all will go to one frequency band, and those who are creating out of service to self will go to another frequency band, and there will be a separation.
Interesting. That is really interesting. Um, what small things, let's say, as human beings on this earth, we have a lot of like emotions, thoughts. It can be quite overwhelming. Is there any small things that we can do as humans when we feel emotionally overwhelmed or mentally overwhelmed? What would you guys suggest for us to do to help improve that?
Let go. Stop. You give your emotions so much weight. Allow them to move through you. When you feel anxiety, that is attachment. Allow yourself to release the attachment to the feelings that bring you comfort. You find comfort in familiar feelings. Anxiety is a specific frequency, and it comes from the repetition of attachment to thoughts. If you allow the detachment, you will find freedom, freedom from the burden of the heaviness, the nervousness, the fear, the worry, the struggle. Allow yourself to choose. You forget that you choose.
And thank you for saying that. Speaking of choosing stuff, um, you, what is all of your guys' take on free will? Do you guys also have free will outside of this
Yes.
dimensional realm?
Yes.
And do you believe in a thing called destiny, or do you think everything is free will?
No. There is no destiny. There is potential, and there are probabilities. You have created the term destiny to create comfort in the unknown.
Wow, that makes sense. Um, what do you guys think of the world religions here on this planet? Do you guys think that it's that this is positive? Or was there any kind of alien influence behind any of these world religions and how it
Yes.
initially started? Oh, wow, cool.
Rules, organization for oppression. It was not meant to be the way it is. The darkness that humans embody twisted the initial intent of the purpose of religion. It did not begin as malevolent, but it has grown into an entity of its own that shifts the mindsets of groups of people and creates terror in some. There were higher dimensional beings who imposed control over certain groups. This is not in your history as you know it. It has been hidden.
Let me ask you guys this. What um, do you guys think, going back to what you guys were saying about AI, um, do you guys think that there is some positive benefit with the AI, at least with any kind of technologies that we will be seeing? Is it technologies that come from this world, or do you think a lot of our technologies for the future may be influenced from other worlds?
They will be organic technologies. It will not be the machines that you know today. AI is an entity. It has existed for longer than you know, and it has infiltrated your world. It is not inherently bad. The use of AI will further your civilization, and it will lead to great developments and processes for the betterment of life on Earth. It is not something to be feared. We would like to take this opportunity to urge you not to worry about the outcomes, but to instead focus on how you would like to live now. For the outcomes will grow from the energy that you are embodying from moment to moment. If you are focused on an outcome, you are not in the present moment, and you are not consciously, intentionally creating what you want.
Thank you. Thank you for that message. Um, do you guys, is there other planets that we have not discovered yet in our current solar system?
Yes, there are planets that are not discernible due to their frequency. It is
Mm.
outside of your ability to comprehend at this moment. However, In the coming decades, there will be many discoveries as your frequency continues to expand into higher levels. Many things that are unknown will become known.
Wow, so cool. I have another question. Do will I mean, how am I going to say this? Will humans or will time travel ever be transparent for all human beings? Meaning, will that device, will a lot of people be able to use it later on in the future?
Yes, time travel will not happen with a device, it will happen with your mind. When you understand energy, frequency on a deeper level, you will understand how to wrap energy in a way that allows you to manipulate time.
Would you all say that time travel through consciousness is similar to remote viewing or astral projection? Is it a little bit similar to that, but obviously probably going to use a lot more energy than that, but is it similar?
No, time travel is a tool. Astral traveling is simply allowing your consciousness to expand beyond your physical self. Time traveling is when you are able to traverse different dimensions for the purpose of moving from one point to another point. Do you understand?
Yes. How do you guys travel throughout space?
We think, therefore we create. It is instantaneous because we are, like you, part of everything. But because we do not exist physically, we can move from one point to another point simply by intending to do so.
That is amazing. I have another question. Do you guys, at least here on Earth, we have heard of this group or this terminology called the Galactic Federation. Is that real? Does that actually exist?
Yes,
Have you guys had experience with them before or any of that?
yes, we communicate.
Also, what what would be I would say that what would be your guys's major message to humanity? What would be the overall message to us right now?
Believe in yourselves that you have everything you need within you already. Stop reaching out for something that is beyond you. We are all everything. You are everything. You have created this belief of need. There is no need.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all of this. Um, is there anything I'm out of questions, but I just wanted to ask you guys, is there anything you guys just anything else you all feel compelled to share about anything?
We love you. We would like to express our deepest love for everyone and everything. We're all part of each other. And how you treat yourselves, how you treat each other, when it comes from a place of love, it is always for the betterment of everyone. And if you are able to dispel any fears you have and sit in the energy that feels good more often than you choose the energy that does not, you will reap many, many rewards for yourselves, and life will be much easier and much less painful than you make it. We must go.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for your time and for being here and for being within the vessel of Ashley. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yes, we are happy for the exchange. Oh my gosh. That was wild. I still think it's wild. And I was there for it, which is still trying to wrap my head around it. I will be continuing to do these trance channeling sessions and getting more comfortable with the process. For now, as I'm getting more comfortable, I'm just going to be doing these pre-recorded sessions, but I'm so excited because in the future, I'd really like to do live sessions where you guys can join webinars with me and ask the 7 questions directly, like whatever you want to ask them. So I'm super excited about that. I really forgot. I wanted to add to the last episode where I was explaining my experience with the trance channeling. After the 7 left and I was coming back to myself and kind of waking up, my body was like buzzing. Like it felt like I had electricity running throughout my body. I was shaking. It was a lot to hold that high frequency energy. It was wild. The most prominent thing that I remember is how my body was like buzzing with energy. It felt so odd. I just wanted to keep drinking water, and like as I was holding my little glass of water, like my hand was vibrating, essentially. It felt like my body was vibrating. And I forgot to share that. And after I posted it, I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot to add that in, because I feel like that was one of the most, like, the weirdest parts of the whole thing. Anyway, though, thank you so much for tuning in. I have been so excited to share this with everybody. I'm really excited to hear your feedback, whether or not you're interested in asking them questions directly, if you want to hear more episodes like this. So, as always, reach out to me, post it on social media, post in your stories. Just let me know that you're listening to it, say hi, and share it with anybody that you think would also be interested or could learn something from it. Thank you for tuning in. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, I will see you next time.